It's crazy. Like, where do we start now? First of all, we have so many topics. Like, we can continue from a discussion, or we can like change different topics. But like, I would like first do introduction first. Like, I'm Sanchit. I'm from India. I'm 19 years old. I'm doing my engineering in IT, and I rarely go to college. That's like one of my punchlines there. I rarely go to colleges.
Rarely go
What's
to college.
yeah. You're like,
I'm
yeah.
Aaron. I'm in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. I used to live in the Bay Area, so I used to work for Accenture out in Silicon Valley. I went to Wharton undergrad. I run a coaching and consulting company now. I run a podcast. It's vainly called the Aaron Caulfield Podcast. So I interview entrepreneurs and showcase their work. And I'm diving more into crypto and all this stuff. I'm in the hackathon this weekend, Sunshine, called Scaling Ethereum.
Yeah. Are you going to that one?
Yeah.
Oh, you took, because last time we talked, you were still unsure. Now it's final.
Yeah, I'm in.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to talk about that actually, because I want to get your thoughts on it actually.
Yeah. Cool, man.
What I'm looking to build.
Cool. So first, like this time I've divided, like we will talk in like half an hour segments. Like after like half an hour, let's talk about crypto, everything we want to share, like everything related to crypto and blockchain. Then half an hour, like if you have anything, some like that's half an hour is like I'm gonna ask, like that's what my part is. Another half an hour is yours, and rest we can continue. So that's this time I've segmented this. It's much better. We don't lost track of time on the issues that are not like that significant. So I hope that's cool.
Yep, that's cool.
Cool, man. So very first thing I have to ask, are you following the Coinbase IPO? Like this started crazy. It's go to 430 and now it's like back to 320, like what it is, 328 right now.
328, yeah.
Yeah.
I was tracking it. I decided not to buy. I'm actually thinking I'll either just not buy, or I'm going to see if I can wait till it dips and then buy.
Not buying, it's a good decision at the very start, because at the rate that I'm seeing it's performing, it's good decision to not buy. But as you said, like so what's your price target? So like this, like what's your, like if it this price, like now I'm comfortable going in.
Yeah, right. It's a good question. The number that I have in my mind is 200.
Oh, below the IPI, it's like below the private equity then.
Yeah. If it really dips.
Got it.
But I think it might soar, and then I think it might dip afterwards. I don't know.
Got it. So got it. You are expecting it like a W kind of a thing. Then it's back down and then it go back up.
Yeah. And I don't know when that would happen. That may be a while. That may be in 2022 even.
Oh, so you are like taking for the long haul this one. So you are like literally waiting for like almost a year, like seeing what the scenario is.
I think so. Because there's a couple different ideas. One is it may dip, after, just in the next month or so.
Got it.
In which case, then I think I may buy, or it may soar for the whole rest of the year, along with Bitcoin, and then it may dip. And then may go into like a dip in 2022, and then that's when I may buy. So
you are relating the Coinbase the share price as when the bear market is gonna hit. So you are expecting as the bear market is hitting up, because less people are gonna transit. So let's say revenue, which means less users that are gonna be active, which means less share price. If that thesis is correct.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. That's like that was one of my like the hypothesis when I was like going over like doing all over the research for Coinbase. That was like one of the things, like at some point after September or October, whatever it is going to be, there is going to be definitely a bear market, and we are sure for that. It's not going to be like, it's not debatable. Everyone knows it. And it might affect, because the quarter one this year, it's been great for all cryptos. Like everything is up. When you compare that, everyone is doing trading. There is a lot been like the trading volume is like almost good, like decent. It is one of the like all-time highs, which accumulated like how much? Like it was 1.8 billion in revenue for Coinbase, and now
Mm.
they are projecting that money. So it's like you are projecting all-time high of Bitcoin and like making decision through that. And that was like one of my like red flags when I was going through like their what they sent me, like 700 documents, 700-page document. It's like it took a while to read them.
Yeah, yeah, got it. So what's your strategy on Coinbase?
So I am still like I'm not full in. It's like, should I buy Coinbase or should I directly buy any crypto? So that's
Yeah,
like my because for to me to buy Coinbase, it's already at a premium, because I have to like first wire money into Webull. It's gonna take like extra $5 or $10, and then I have to do that. And I will, if I like for me, if I buy any US stock, it's gonna be like minimum 10-15 years, because otherwise it's not worth it, because I have to pay almost 10% premium, like first wiring fees, then like if I have to transit back, then I have to wire back money. So it's not going to be like a for short term, that's like for sure. So that's like one of my issues with Coinbase. Like, should I go with that, or the returns are going to be the same? Why should I not put in Bitcoin or ETH or like Ripple? Like my man, like I was so damn in Ripple, and now Ripple is like soaring. So my portfolio is like double, tripled in like the last week. So it's like my
yeah.
my friends are all calling me, man, we should have listened to you. Ripple is now soaring. Like one friend just called me, like he just messaged me on Discord, man, you were right about Ripple. It's soaring, man. It's soaring. I'm like, bro, it's just like it's just luck, bare luck. I did that, and now it's been like that since. So that's my scenario. But my price target is for Coinbase. If I have to buy it, it's around 250. If I get that at the like the private equity, then I will put money into that. Like below at 300 and 3 more than 350 is definitely not, because then it's not worth my time and not worth like the returns that I will get alternate. So it's about the opportunity cost then. So then it brings like all those scenario into that place. So 250 is a quite good target for me for Coinbase.
Yeah, yeah. Because I think another factor is the competitors to Coinbase in the long run.
Voyager is a big one. I'm like rooting for the Voyager Digital. It's like, if because Coinbase is, they are like 7 years old. Voyager just started then, and Voyager is like providing better price than Coinbase, and they are public all the time. So they have been public. We know the books for them for like almost a year or that half. So we can make decision out of that, while they are into like the Coinbase was in private equity. So that like brings a different side to that.
Yeah, right. Because the fees are going to just keep going down,
Yeah.
and so that's why with Coinbase I'm like, I just the fees are just going to get squeezed out by competition.
That's true, but I don't know if you read through all the documents. So the fees, like the transition fees, send, receive, and everything that is related to a transition, the revenue is almost 70%. So they're what they said, like 1.8 billion, 70% of them was through fees. But the interesting thing is, out of how much it is, 56 million users that they have currently active. Out of those, 21% of them, they are definitely using other products of Coinbase, and that other products, they have 90% margin in them. So that's like my, like that's something like 21%. Like even I'm in India, even I'm using another products of Coinbase, Coinbase Pro and other stuff, and that is like 90% margin to them. So that brings like a good amount of chunk of money. So even if, let's suppose the transition money goes to zero, it they will still have that much amount of like revenue which could sustain them. And if that could did so, I did some calculations and just some basic scenario. So that is zero, all the transition money is zero, and if they just made their like other products, which is like 21% of the people
Mm.
that are using that, so that would make the Coinbase down the line 5 years at around 560 to 620. It's like around 9% CAGR. But
Okay.
that's still like profitable. That's like one of my beer scenario. Bull
Yeah.
scenario is like they get both of them, and it's like it's like around 19% CHR. But that's like because you mentioned a good point. The transition cost is going to be zero because there are so much competitiveness going around. People are going to cut the prices to zero, as like now we do with national, like we do securities, Robinhood. It's zero, like everything is zero, but their
Right.
money, they are taking money from different sources. I think crypto is going to be the same, but not in this cycle, in the next cycle. I'm definitely sure. Or it's going to be like cents, not what we are paying right now.
Right. Yeah. So then that's a good point. So then it's about what other products can the big exchanges like Coinbase offer. And
Yes.
so then it will be who has the most users of those other products. And
And
Coinbase will still have
the
the
first mover
biggest,
advantage.
yeah, biggest market potentially.
Yeah.
Or it's just like who provides the most value in terms of other products.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's one of like the major perspective. If we are going to into like the next book cycle, if we are going to talk about the securities of these companies, that's like one of the, it's going to be a major. Like if you talk about Voyager Digital, the CEO founder, he did stocks, so he did securities. So it's not going to be a difficult task for them to implement stocks into their platform. So now you can do both stocks and crypto, which is not in any other platform right now. Like in Robinhood, you can buy the derivatives, not the real. So it's like derivatives. You can't change wallet. That's like that stuff. So I through Voyager, through Coinbase, I'm really bullish for Voyager Digital. That's like my next. If I'm gonna go for that, that's like one my next bull scenario.
Will you buy Voyager stock?
I have.
Okay.
I have. So like I bought in 5 months ago when they were like
What's the price right now?
20 let me see, Voyager Digital. I bought it when it was 5 or 6.
Okay.
So now it's like 24, 25. That last I remember. Let me check. Voyager Digital ticker symbol. Hmm. Now the like after that it's will come out the all other products like Robinhood is doing. They are not making money through them. Like they allegedly they are doing this, but they have other products like their debit card, credit card, and stuff. And I don't know the percentage. Like Robinhood makes a decent percent through options and stuff.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting, man, as all these different platforms compete with each other to provide different services. So to your point, like Robinhood may start providing crypto. You
Wallets.
know, Coinbase may start trading equities.
Yes, yes. Binance is doing that already. So they
Does Binance have equities?
Binance have derivatives. So it's kind of a same. So it's like
Yeah.
it's not that, but they have like introduced the derivatives of Tesla, I think recently, a couple of days back. And Uphold does that. So there is a platform called Uphold. So if you use the Brave browser, you get Brave tokens. So
Mm-hmm.
to redeem that tokens to your custom wallet, you do Uphold, and Uphold do that. So they have 136 securities, they have commodities, they have forex, and they have gold and silver, and they have crypto. So that's like the platform that mostly I use for like buying securities from crypto.
Nice. Do you think Schwab and the bigger players will start
If they don't, they are going to be gone. That's
offering crypto?
that's the thing. If they don't, then they're going to be gone because Schwab, Waltz and Fargo, Fidelity, all these the platforms, the people that are using, they are all millennials, or like the average is above 30 for sure. And
Mm-hmm.
so if they're going to survive for the next 30 years, because in financial terms, like 30 years it's like a short time. You see like
Mm-hmm.
Goldman Sachs and like JP Morgan, they are at more than 100 years, and JP Morgan and these are still like trying to get up hold of crypto that I know of. And if they don't make the UI or the user onboarding through a crypto not better than what they have through securities, they're going to be in a difficult position right now. That's my thought.
Yeah.
Because these have very bad UI experience. No one wants to buy, like many, like rarely in America, especially in America, many like few people want to buy securities through like banks and stuff. Other
Mhm.
like if it's not JP Morgan and stuff, because they have like good customer service. But if you, there are very few people that are buying through this. Like most of them are using like Robinhood, Webull, and like M1 Finance and stuff.
Yep. Totally. Yeah, it'll be uh, the unbundling of the financial markets,
Yes,
and then everyone will be packaging them back up into their platforms.
they have to evolve. Like in India, like all the banks that provide securities, the UI is like very bad. Like I'm talking about 1990s UIs. So like I don't know if
Mm.
I click the button. So that's like, if I'm dealing with securities, I like at least I should know what is happening. So that like, so I don't use any, like first of all, like I don't have securities, but I did earlier, and there was a bad experience, very bad UI. First of all, it looks like it's a static page. It's like someone made the design and they put the image there. So they don't even code everything. They just put the image there as a PNG. It looks like that. So it's shitty. Literally, it's shitty.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Voyager Digital is 2205. So it dropped today from like 2350 to, let me see. So it dropped from almost 25 to 22 because people are shifting money from like every other thing to Coinbase. That's what like I see the market like today. Like Tesla was 2.5% down, I think, and like everything was down, and people were shifting money from everywhere to like to Coinbase because it was such a hype. Like everything was hyped for Coinbase.
Yeah, yeah. That's all the news was talking about, and everything on Twitter.
Twitter was going crazy. Like Twitter and like every, like CNBC, CNN, Bloomberg, everyone well, like everyone, it was like 3 to 4 hours. It was like just Coinbase, Coinbase, and Coinbase, and it took like, I don't know. First it was like 10 in the morning, then it went to 1, and then till 1 it was like 1:10, and till 1:15 like it finally happened. So everyone was like
Yeah,
waiting when it's gonna happen. It was a long wait for them.
yeah, yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, that's the thing. And I like, do you have any question, or we should like move on to XRP? I won't talk about XRP.
Yeah, let's do it.
Cool, man. So what's your thought on XRP these days after it has been pumped so much? It like tripled in like last week when we talked before.
Well, you've uh, benefited from it. I actually haven't because I don't own any. But now I'm still. I think it's still early enough that I could
Yeah, it's still
benefit
not at
from
its
it.
all-time high. So like my portfolio was like XRP was my third, but now it's like my like number one in terms of like monetary terms. It grows so up, and I had so much of that. Now my Bitcoin is a second, and then it's ETH. So that's
Wow.
like my XRP blew up so much, so much. Like I had so much of XRP. It's just like I won on hackathon. So instead of giving me the money, it was like a Amazon gift card or stuff like that. So I wanted, can you please give me an XRP? And so it's been just staying there for like 4 or 5 months. And that's like I never did anything. I never see anything. So and now it was like up. It was like my portfolio went from like 5 to 6 figures just from XRP.
Wow.
That was like
Congrats, man.
great. That was crazy,
What
crazy.
is XRP at right now? The
It's $1.30, I think. Like if I'm correcting, like if I'm correct in the like the dollar values, let me see. But it's still low from its all-time high. So its all-time high was like $3.10 in back in 2017. Yeah, now it's at $1.76.
Do you recommend getting into it now?
Uh, I would recommend just hold on a for because right now everything is pumping because of the Coinbase IPO. Just hold for
Mhm.
this week, and if you get it around like less than $1.50, less than $1.50, less than $1.40, then it's a good buy. But
Mhm.
don't sell or like be like have the risk appetite because it's gonna go up because the lawsuit it having like it's gonna be in as from my reading from my research the lawsuit is gonna be in the favor XRP. The two major documents that like made the case for the SEC. They have been like they're not acceptable no more, and so that's good signs for XRP. That's my take.
Yeah, gotcha.
So it's all like everything on XRP depends on the court case. If they won the court case, and it's gonna be a big, then it's gonna be a big pump into that. It's not gonna be like within 24 hours you might see like 100% or 80% if
Mm-hmm.
the court case happened. And there has been like a lot of trouble going on with the XRP co-founder and the what's the name, like there were three co-founders, one left, and Stellar. So there was three co-founders of XRP, one left, and now he's founder of Stellar, and he still own like 8 or 10 billion XRP, and he is allowed to sell 2 billion XRP at max, and he just left like almost 2.5, so he's just waiting for that, and he is not involved in the SEC suit at all. And like that's like the red flags, one of the red flags, like why he is not involved. Because if you're targeting XRP, then he's the founder that was there when all of this started. So that's like, from that, the one person who is benefiting is like the Stellar founder. I don't know his name, but that's like the scenario, at least what I
Yeah.
did the research on.
So it's like he left, and so then now they're targeting the current founders.
Yeah,
So
the only
there's
one benefiting is that person, the founder,
yeah,
ex-founder.
and there's potential that it could go against current founders, in which case XRP would.
Zero. Then it's going to be like, if it's the lawsuit, if the lawsuit is against XRP, then it's going to crash, like it's going to literally crash.
Yeah. When is that lawsuit? Do you know the court date?
No, I don't know the court date. I think it's May 13th or May 3rd. That's like the next court date, but I'm still not sure. Like that's like I that's just a rough estimate that I think I read somewhere, but that's
Are
the
you
thing.
gonna hold on XRP, or are you gonna like rebalance your portfolio to be more Bitcoin?
So I did. So I sold some of my XRP when it was like all time high. So I did not sold like everything at once. So I dollar cost average while selling. So first I sold at dollar because it was like at dollar it was like 150% up for me. So it was like great. Let's sell something because it's not gonna carry. Then I sold for $40, and I think I today sold at like $80. So I'm selling it like a dollar cost averaging it, but I'm still holding like I will not sell everything, that's for sure. But I'm like diversifying. Like that's a lot in one, so I don't want to take that much amount of risks in SRP. So I will balance between like a good figure that's around ETH and Bitcoin. So that's my thing, and I'm like doing like so like I'm doing buying Bitcoin every day. So that's like I've been doing this for almost a month. Buy Bitcoin every day, every morning when I wake up. Buy Bitcoin, which is like the whatever the price is. That's just it.
Yeah. So do you dollar cost average buying too, or you just buy?
The both I dollar cost average both buying and both selling, because
Yeah.
what sometimes happen is like if you like see Dogecoin. So my friend, he just literally, we were on a call yesterday. So Dogecoin hit 70 cents yesterday, around 11 my time, which was like 10:30 Pacific time. So around AM, so I'm Pacific AM. So it went to 70 cents. So my friend was asking me, should I sell all of it or should I like sell a little? So I asked him, what's, if you sell it, where's the money gonna be? So he just like, I don't know. If I don't have that answer, I recommend people to like dollar cost. So like sell 10-15%, and he did so. Then after like 2 hours it went to 10 cents. So like then he called me back. I said like, if you don't know the money was going to be, sell 15%. That's like my go-to, and that has like benefited me while buying as well as buying selling.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you think for this bull market though, there is a strategy of just buying right now and holding versus like buying dollar cost averaging for the next few months?
That's a great question. You are talking from a perspective for a person who just enter into the space, or he has some experience?
I think either, but like take from me, for example, I have some experience
Yep.
and I'm looking at this bull market going, okay, I could either dollar cost average in for the next few months in
Correct.
certain, yeah, or I could just go, okay, I'm just going to put a bunch of money in right now.
Okay. Okay. So what I'm doing, like, because now I have like almost, I don't know what is it, like I have 10K on the sidelines. So I'm like, because of all of the profit that I took from XRP and like my Doge and like what went up, like AD also went up, Cardano went up, and like everything is wending up all these days. So what I'm doing right now is like I'm waiting. There are certain price targets so that I put my limit orders in. So
Mm,
but I'm still dollar cost averaging. It's like you can't get the bottom, that's for sure. Like it's very hard to get the bottom of the market. And uh, it's about de-risk appetite, because what happens is if I put all of my money in, I see, you don't know Bitcoin is going to crash 10%, and you want your money in Bitcoin rather than any altcoin. That's for sure. Everyone wants that, like everyone who is educated enough. So I hold cash every time, like 5 or 10% is like I every time, at every point of time I have that amount of cash, which is like I'm looking for opportunities to buy in. So I dollar cost average through a certain points, through a certain figures which I'm comfortable. That's if it went either both of sides, I will be fine. So that's will be my approach to anyone. And if a new person, it's dollar cost averaging is the best thing.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I feel you.
It has a lot of power. Like it has like no one can time the market, that's for sure. Like I tried like let's wait for like it's gonna, but it never happened. That's the thing, it's never happened. And it's like you try so many times, you will be sitting like 24 hours straight in front of like your screen to buying the right opportunity. It never happened. It's like a drill.
Yeah, I know. I totally get that. I'm just saying because Bitcoin. We should talk about predictions.
Yep.
Bitcoin predictions. I'm really curious to hear yours. Uh, by the end of 2021, for example, what's your Bitcoin prediction?
Minimum 100K, that's for sure.
Yeah,
In this bull cycle, that's for sure.
that I think the same. I think it might go to 200.
Then it's a that's a big, then it's a big bullish. But for 100K, I'm definitely sure. Like that's gonna be like for sure, because when because what has happened in the past, when you see the history, the last 4 or 5 months they give like a, then there is an exponential, and we still have that 4 or 5 months left. And we have seen like now it crossed like all time high. It was like 63K like today or yeah.
63.
Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah. And even I bought like I didn't like, even if it's an all time high, I'm still dollar cost averaging like that minimum amount. I have to buy that. It's like that just a morning ritual, you might say. It's always
Mm-hmm.
that. So even if it's at all time high, I don't care. It's like that asset is so much valuable. And if I say it's like after 6 months it's not gonna matter, that's the thing. That's like for sure, after 6 months it's not gonna matter if I bought it at 62,500 or 6,300. that's
Yeah.
that's for sure. So I see it that way. And 100K is like one of like base case or like beer case scenario. But 200K I see that. But for 200K, then there's going to be a lot of volatility there. Then it's going to be like a market connection is going to be there. Like it's not going to go straight to like 200K. There's going to be like a lot of blood in the market. That for sure.
Yeah, the pandemonium, man, in the media is going to be crazy.
Everything on Twitter, Instagram, and like whatever it is, it's going to be filled with Bitcoin and predictions.
When do you think the winter? Do you think there'll be another Bitcoin winter, and when do you think it will start?
I've never like looked into, like I've never searched that. Like I'm still like buying. Like I'm buying every day. I'm still waiting for that. Like next, how many companies are gonna make into like their treasury? Because now it's like Tesla, Walmart is trying to buy, and they have like released the date for like May 1st or May 8th. That was their date. So that like brings a lot of publicity, marketing to that, which will increase the price. Like for sure, like $1,000 to $2,000, it's gonna be for sure. So I'm still
Mm.
waiting for like maybe a couple of companies that are gonna put that money. and then I can search for that. But that's not top of my mind. It's like right now it's like how each scaling like E 2.0 is gonna be. That's like my first priority. Then like XRP, the lawsuit, I'm following this thing. And what else? I'm still look like the how it's like the Binance and other companies like Binance and Uphold that I told about, how they're going to implement the derivatives of stock into the platform, because that will change everything. Because if anyone can buy derivatives of stock through crypto, then it will like open the floodgates for like everyone. For like me, I don't have to like pay wiring money to Webull or any of stuff. I can just buy it through crypto, and it's much more easier. So
Mm-hmm.
that's like my three that I'm looking for these days.
Yeah. Yeah. The ETH2 scaling, that's really interesting.
Yeah.
Because, I talked a little bit before about Solana. You're big on Solana.
I'm big on Solana and ADA Cardano. It's like I told you, like Cardano is like my number 3 right now, number 4, and Solana is number 5. So that's like my priority. I'm buying more, so I have my price target set up. So I've put my limit order. So if they dip below that, I have executed my order.
Okay. You set that up automatically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I don't think like in Coinbase, can you like set up a limit order?
I actually don't know.
Oh, I don't know because I don't buy from Coinbase. But in India, we have like a local exchange platform where it's like you can set up your limit order, and it's not just for like BTC or Ethereum. It's just for any crypto. So I've logged my money into that, and if it's execute, so I don't have to worry all the time seeing the graphs. If it's hit that point, then order is going to be executed. So I've put of my orders. There are always like five orders for like every crypto like BTC, ETH, ADA, Ripple, and like I'm also like interested in BAT, the Brave token, because that's also like have been pumped up. So like I know like the last time I bought the BAT from like any exchange was like 20 cent, and now it's like $1.80, I think. So I'm also interested because that's like one of the crypto that has the token utility to it attached to it, and that has a lot of people named behind backing that. So that's like these things that I'm into these days.
Yeah. Yeah.
Got it. So
Yeah.
what's your like which are you looking these days, because the market has changed the last time we talked about.
True. I'm still going 60% at least in Bitcoin.
That's great. I
Then,
recommend everyone.
yeah, then I go 30% some of these other ones, including ETH and ETH2. And then it's pretty much the same as what we talked about before. Then I go 10% playing around,
Playing money.
play money, which is fun also.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I'm gonna, because based on this conversation, I'm gonna do probably some into XRP uh, in that play money.
Yeah, I recommend like I just today because everyone knows, like my friend knows, and I put on my YouTube channel. So like I'm a big XRP fan, and now they just today they messaged me like, man, what is happening? What is happening? Why is XRP so much? And I then explained to them like, let's hop on a call. I will explain, because it's like a big thing to explain. First of all, because many of the people don't know about the lawsuit. Like many in India still are like, they're just like, for them they don't care what the coin is, they just want the pump. So many people
Yeah.
are still not doing
Right.
the research, and that's like it's not the good quality that I think if you are into crypto, because for anything like for securities, you are playing with like real money here, and you might lose a lot of money if you don't do your own research, and you might be just like listening to someone else on CNBC, Bloomberg, and everything is paid these days, so you can't trust anyone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep.
Right. It'd be like trading stocks and just trying to just trade stocks with no real knowledge of the companies.
Yep. And it's much more like trading stocks on steroid, because the volatility is much more than the securities market in the crypto space.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. And we talked about this on the last one, like the volatility is, it is a bug or a feature, and you said it's a feature, right?
Yeah.
Can you explain it one more? I think I will note down this time.
Well, because I think people are saying it's risky, and that I actually don't think it's that risky. I think it's baked into the price is volatile because of the halving of crypto of Bitcoin, for example. Um, but I think if you really believe that this will work in the long run and replace gold and replace the current systems, then I don't think it's actually that risky. I think the volatility will scare people, but I'm gonna hold and ride it out for the long run. It's just my approach.
That's what I did. Did you have that feeling when you sell something, you felt a guilt, like, man, I should not have sold it? Because every time that I sell something, I have that feeling every time. It's not like one or twice. Every time I sell, even if it is all time high, like I should hold
Yeah, because I sold back in 2018, man, and
it.
I still regret that. I needed cash for this business, and I still regret it.
Got it. Like every time I sell everything, like even if it's like Doge or anything, which does not make sense to hold, I still get that guilt. Like I should have hold it. It's gonna be like good. It's not gonna be blood out there. But that's just the thing. And
Yeah.
just the last question that I have. Uh, 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 I want to get your thoughts on that because in crypto, the wealth creation is like and can be changed from what it traditionally is. And what people are trying to do to gain that wealth is like they are trying to find that altcoins that have small market cap, which are like very, very like a per coin is very small amount. It's like cents. And they are putting that money there and they are expecting that $1,000, $2,000 is going to be like 30 or 200K because the
Mhm.
market cap is small. And if it pumps 10x, 20x, and it's not like uncommon in crypto, like 10, 20x is like 1700% returns is like very common. And if you include the leverage into that, then it's like almost insane 10,000% gains. So how do you think about that when people are thinking like in that mindset, when they are not instead of going through the like this it's not the safest like BTC and ETH, they are not the safest, but these are like the most respectable, the most reputable one in the industry. Instead of not going that route, they are going through like the token which are like just pennies or like cents, a cent or two, and they're trying to like find that so that they can convert those $10,000 to like a million or something stuff like that.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, totally. I mean that's a play, but I think it just depends on your risk profile, your risk tolerance. Like you and I talked about, if you're if you're young and you really just want to like risk and just play around, then you could try and do that. But as you get older, I think then you want to switch to more BTC and ETH to like to have less risk, and that's where I do only like the 10% playing around to see if I can get the pump.
Got it. Got it. Cool. Yeah. And have you heard of the OMI token? That's like that has been pumped by the influencers these days.
No.
Okay, so I will brief you about, and I would recommend to read about it. So there is a like a NFT platform which is like run on these OMI tokens. So what makes the X factor or the selling point is the the team. One of the team members, they have a good relationship with licensing with like Warner Brothers, the Pokemon stuff. So there many influencers are like betting on that if they get those licensing like Warner Brothers, Harry Potter, and this stuff, those NFT price is going to skyrocket, which will increase the OMI token. So that's like, and through this, they have include many influencers like Logan Paul and big influencers like more that have like a following that can manipulate these small market cap tokens because these are like pennies over the dollars when you compare the price of that token, and they can literally manipulate that price. So this has
Mhm.
been happening in the last couple of weeks, I think, and it went for like, I don't know, OMI token. Let me see, because there was a big bull run through that.
Mhm.
Let me search for the on the coin market cap. Ecomi, yeah. So the ticker is Ecomi, ECOMI.
ECOMI.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it is. So it went for mm, $0.0026 to 10 cents. So it's like, I don't know what's the percent. So it's like mm, 300% or what. That's the thing within span of week, because many influencers were like promoting to the platform, sponsored ads and stuff on their videos. That has been pumping. So this is like uh so that brings the issue, like if these NFT platforms like Tom, who's the NFL player, Tom, what's the last name?
Tom Brady.
Yep. He's also like making his own NFT platform, which will run on his own coins. So
Hmm.
if they have the enough following, they can manipulate the price and like they can buy it at the low and sell it at high. So that's like one of the things that I want to like discuss and get more knowledge about. Is it really that, or like what's the scene behind it? Because I cannot wrap my head around this thing.
Yeah, I got it. Well, I think that's another interesting point is like to really figure out what the coin represents and like what the company or whatever is like behind it. And do you believe in that mission of what they're trying to do?
But sometimes it's like the platform just have their own coin. It's like they don't even need that. Like I've seen many platforms like in India, there is an exchange where they just a normal crypto exchange and they have their own coin. But why do you need that? I don't get that point. That's like why do you need your coin? And the reason they give is to like liquidity is the issue. And
Hmm.
that's like one of the red flags for me. Like if the coin is not needed in the utility of the service that you are providing, then it brings me to the like it's a scam side. That's like my perspective, because I have never seen a platform. You talk about Coinbase, they don't have their own coin. Gemini, they don't have their own coin. So
Hmm.
that brings like a red flag to me. What's your thought on that?
Hmm. I don't know. Like I could see it. I could see it being in integrity. Like I haven't seen an example of it yet, but I could see it being they just wanted to create it and they
To
wanted to
reward.
do it.
Yeah, the most common thing that I have seen is like they pay their employees through that token, which
Mm-hmm.
increase the volatility, because the employees have to like liquidate to just pay the bills. So that increase the
Mm-hmm.
liquidity into that the system in the market.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the most general case that I've seen.
Right, right. And would you be okay with that, or you think that's a little out of
Uh,
integrity?
I think that's like it's along those lines. Like they have not crossed that line. It's like they are moving that line. If like if something wrong happens with that token, they can manipulate. Like they can print X amount of token. That's what I'm worrying about. So like if you
Mm-hmm.
create the hype, so like if you make the platform which is totally run on that token, and if you just mint a billion of those and just dump into the market, the issue is like dumping into the market, like the whole supply and demand thing. If you dump into that, because those founders, like the platforms which the token, the founders of those platforms, they have like, I don't know, 200 million of that token, and they have like minted a billion, so they have 200 million. And if they dump that, even if a small amount, that will like collapse the whole, like the whole price of that token, which will ultimately, which will be the same as like the states printing stimulus checks.
Right, right. Yeah, that's what
So
I was thinking as you said that.
so that's
It's like
that's
that's like what's currently happening.
so that will like that's a red flag for me if they don't have a utility, or if they don't bring a utility to using that coin instead of the like the liquidity part. I need something other than the liquidity to provide you that like this is really a thing or not.
Right, right. I think it's people are going to do that inevitably. Like celebrities are going to start to have their own
They have
coins.
their bit cloud, they have that.
Yeah. so, so yeah, and people are gonna buy the Kardashian coin.
Moscow. Yeah, yeah. It could happen. It's just like now. Now it's like a back to the trivial days. Everyone have their own money. So which money you're gonna buy? Which money you're gonna operate? That will be like the issue. That will
Yeah.
like if every platform works just on their token, then it's like I have this much of Tesla tokens, Facebook tokens, this. So I have like all this different kind of money. So which money is like worth or which one is worthless? That worries me a lot. If everyone brings their own token into the system, they are just like printing money on their own, because that token does not mean anything.
Yeah. But like, what's going to stop? There's nothing stopping people from doing that. So that people are going to do that.
It's just like how do you do your research, and like it just like it depends on person to person. I might not be interested into that, but people are there like researching about the next ICO, next like coin distribution, token distribution, and many people see value into that. It's just like I don't see a solid point. If you bring a solid point, I'm fair with that. That's the thing.
hmm hmm I guess there will be some like backlash and like policies and stuff in place from the community, because the community doesn't want the crypto space to get like out of control and to be like not legitimate. So
Yeah,
there'll be like backlash from the community,
for sure.
which will there'll be some checks and balances there from that perspective.
Yeah, cool, man. I think we should
Yeah.
like move on to the next thing.
Cool.
Stage is all yours. You want to ask me anything, that's all.
Okay. So let's talk about, because I'm in Ethereum
Skilling.
hackathon,
Got it.
scaling Ethereum. So here's my idea at a high level, but I want to get your perspective on it, and I need to figure out the details. But at a high level is, so I work with these startups and small businesses, and I do coaching and consulting, but I want to help them understand. So there's an education piece and utilize Ethereum, crypto, etc. Um, I think one use case is like, let's just make it very simple, like invoicing.
Got it.
So all these small businesses invoice clients and customers, uh, and it's all done through emails and uh, maybe even like physically signing stuff and maybe even mailing stuff.
Yep.
But what if that was all on on chain? What if that was all uh, you know through crypto? There's a lot more liquidity and seamless transactions.
So just clear on this. By invoice, you mean like dealing money as well as the contract, right? So there are legal terms involved. So you are by invoice, you mean both of things, like exchanging the monetary thing as well as what are the terms and conditions for that, right?
There's typically like a contract that's the initial terms and conditions,
Yep.
and then there's often like a monthly invoice to pay for whatever the service or usage was that month.
Got it. Got it. Okay, now I understand. So you are thinking to make that on the whole like blockchain thing. That
Yeah,
that process, right?
yeah.
Hmm. I don't know if you have heard this. Let me see if I remember. Doxy chain. Yeah, Doxy chain. So you can note it
Doxy
down.
chain.
Doxy chain. It's a startup. I think it's the founder is in Poland. I know the founder, and they are in Germany right now. They are one of the top three startups according to something. So they do that. So uh, it's just like you're trying make a docu sign thing on the blockchain level, right?
That is one use case.
That's one use case.
You're right. DocuSign on the blockchain.
So they do that. So they do that.
Yeah.
Doxy chain. Yeah. I will share the link with you. Let me see if I get their website right. And Doxy chain, and they are doing that, but I don't know how much they progress. I talked with the founders like last June. They were like, now they are raising money. I don't know how much, 2 mil or 5 mil they are raising through an evaluation, but they are doing that. But still, the issue with that is like, if you do with anything, it's just about the gas fee. It's like it takes a lot of time, as well as like a lot of money to do that. That was like the issue that when I talked with them earlier. And so you might want to get in contact. They're cool guys, like they have cool investors, and like a very fun guy. You want just fun. It's like that's good people, and it's like they want to have a conversation, and that's it. So I
Okay.
would recommend them, like Doxy chain. They do that.
Yeah. Awesome. Cool. Okay. Second, I'll reach out to them. Thanks. That second one is getting paid in crypto. So small businesses, startups paying each other and paying clients with crypto rather than right now they send checks, they send PayPal.
Got it. PayPal, Venmo, or this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Got it. So a payment gateway, kind of if we can make into a more broader terms, it's like a payment gateway, right? Which will take less amount of gas fees or that.
Yeah. And Coinbase has Coinbase Commerce.
Yep.
So it definitely exists, but I'm always coming at it from the like consulting angle, because, for example, the analogy is like Accenture, who I used to work for. They don't like create Oracle or SAP or any of those platforms. They help like integrate them, like as a systems integrator.
Yep. I understand
So
that.
I'm thinking of my company as like
The service provider.
the service provider for these, selecting the best one to use, like implementing it in their systems, in their like POS systems and whatever.
You are trying. So you will be helping them to not make, give them a better option of the choices that they have of all the payment gateways out there.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. But that's sometimes why companies are not interested in paying in crypto. It's like, if they buy crypto, so they have to first buy crypto, then they have to pay. So if they bought crypto due to the volatility, if they bought crypto at like, let's suppose 100 coin for $100, and when the time is come due to pay, that $100, the token has worth for like $80. So now they have to buy more. That's like one of the issues that they have because of the volatility.
Right.
That will like, instead of $100 for the company to you, now it's like $120 or $130 that they have to pay.
Right. Totally.
That's like,
but like what, like when Walmart gets into it, and Tesla's already in it, they're dealing with that anyways. So
that's a good point.
you see what I'm saying? It's like the big companies are going to do it anyways. So I think it's just a matter of time before the small businesses do it also.
But can small business take that hit? That's my question.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. It's a good point.
Can they take, if they put like 100K, can they take that hit of 100K coming into 60K? Because Tesla and big firms don't care if they put $1 billion, if it goes to like zero. They don't care about that. That's like, if I'm going to play the devil's avocado here.
Yeah, right. That's a good point. But I think the trend, I think it will be like everything in the space.
Yeah,
the trend will be, inevitably it will eventually gain enough traction.
I like that. I love the idea because I want to be paid. Like I'm getting paid in crypto. It's just like, it's not through a service provider. So I have to give through like a lot of stuff. I get that what you're trying to say. It's just like it depends on the company. If like the company founder, they are interested in crypto, they will do that. That's the thing.
Right. So yeah, so startups will do it, and then it'll be like the adoption curve.
Yeah, I agree. And we are talking about like the all the bad case, worst case scenarios. What if the coin they bought for $100, now they have to pay you, the coin is worth $300, so now they just gain $200. So that's
Yeah.
like one of the good case that could happen. So that's like,
Right.
so you want uh to make a service that is like very low gas fees, which does not take a lot of time to do a transition, right? These two are like one of the major things when you do a transition.
Right. Yeah.
And does it have any issues like does it have to be involved like only BTC or ETH? That's my next question. Or it can be any crypto.
Good question. I think we'd start with the big ones, but then eventually could be any. Just like it could be any system as an integrator.
Got it.
Yeah.
Why I'm asking this, like why I'm doing this is because everything that you were saying you want to do on the like this payment gateway side of a thing, Ripple does that, Stellar does that. These crypto are made for that. So they provide you like the transition, like I think the transition time is like max, like the max that has been done is like a second. Most of the time it's like milliseconds, 0.01 second. That's like the transition time. And they all run on the like the Ripple network. So that like the Ripple XRP cryptocurrency come into the place. And what was the other thing? The time. And they take a lot, like the gas fees. It's like if I have to do a transition with you and me, whatever the amount is going to be, it's going to be 0.0001 XRP, which is like almost nothing. It's like cents on the dollar. So that solves both of the questions. But the issue with is like they are working on the XRP network. So if what if like we take the principle of that network and integrate like with different cryptos here and there.
So can you say that again?
So XRP does that. What you're what you are, if I'm understanding correct. So XRP does that. XRP or Stellar, both of them are like the made for like doing the payment. They want to be like the pay money of the internet. So their taglines are the same. So the tagline is XRP for is like money of the internet, if I'm saying it right. So they're doing that. They have that infrastructure. So if you look at the code, how it does that, everything is like they have that the main building. It's if we can take that main infrastructure and try to integrate with the big BTC or ETH, that's the thing.
Right.
Because both of those companies, like both of those like projects, they do that, and I know do that, and I have like a living proof. Like they did a transition in front of me and it received like within seconds. Like I did not have to like in blink of an eye, they send it, I received a notification or message like you have received this amount of XRP in my wallet. So that's the thing. So it's super fast and it's super cheap to do a transition. It's like you will not have like any effect. It's like cents on the dollar.
Right. So do you think startups then would use that to do transactions like pay their employees, for example?
If the employees want in crypto, that's what, like if I'm the employee, I want in crypto. Like I don't want fiat money, because that's just like losing money every single day.
Yeah.
So
you would be paid in crypto.
I'm willing to be paid in crypto. Like I'm being paid in crypto. It's like every company that I approach, it's like I'm approaching in the blockchain space. So if money is involved, I want them to pay me in crypto. Either it's ETH or anything crypto. I want them to pay me in crypto. I don't want cash.
Yeah. Right.
Because it reduces the hassle for me to like then change into crypto, because 90% of that money is going to be gone in crypto. Why not be first in crypto then?
Yeah. So I think your generation, Gen Z,
So
and
we'll be
my
more
generation,
interested.
millennials, will be like increasingly open to and even wanting to be paid in crypto.
Yep, and it's I can tell you like the organization that I'm working with. So we are getting paid in crypto. It's like everyone that like there are a small amount of people that are getting paid, but everyone is paid in ETH. So it's not like
Yeah.
but the issue is with like first we have to create a like metamask wallet and stuff, and then we have to like verify the transition, and it takes a lot of time, and the gas fee is like just like out of mind. Like within second the gas fee could jump from like $40 to $100. So it's
Yeah.
that's the issue. Like first, if we are doing any transition on ETH, the gas fee is the issue. If we are doing any transition on Bitcoin, the time is the issue, because it takes 10 minutes, and no one wants to lose their Bitcoin. So it's like when I transfer from my like BTS to one address to another, it's like that 10 minute is like you just waiting to verification message. Everyone is same. Everyone has the same feeling, don't you think?
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Okay, got it. So, okay, what do you think of this general idea, and what do you think the best use cases are?
So the idea is great, but but we want more people to get involved in crypto. So, and like the non crypto people, what we call them. So we need to first make a good UI so that they can understand, just like a normal how do we pay in Amazon, normal checkout process, so they know
Mm,
this is this, and then they are like they're transferring money. So the UI should be either similar to that, so that the because people are afraid for change, or like they don't accept change as much. Like I'm also a person like I don't accept change. Like yesterday my Mac got updated, all the fonts are like gone. I'm like, yeah, this is crazy. And now I'm getting used to it. So first of all, like the UI, the onboarding of that, it's gonna be like if the onboarding is good, it will be great for the non-tech people. That will involve attraction. That's what like Coinbase is. Like I will use Coinbase then like Voyager. Like
mm,
even if good in securities, I'm getting money into Voyager, but I will use Coinbase because the UI is super great, super simple. I'm
yeah.
willing to pay that premium because it's super simple. I know like this is this and then that. Just for
Yeah.
Robinhood, the UI plays a big part. And then it's all about like the how fast it could be, because no one wants like that tickling moment in their heart. Like, do I receive that or it's gone or it's like it's destroyed? So that's the thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So the main things are the good UI is like a premium on the UI, which
Yeah.
totally makes sense. It's the same reason why I use Coinbase, because it's like I just trust it's going to work every
Yes.
time.
And no
Two
one is
is,
like afraid of paying that premium.
yeah, right. Two is like how fast, and because there's that tickling in the heart, there's that like,
Yeah.
am I going to lose all my money right here in this
Because
10 minutes?
if like companies is paying, like X entity is paying to a Y entity, they don't want to be like on that call for 10-15 minutes if it gets
Yeah.
through. And sometimes it takes more than that. It's not like I'm talking about a good scenario. Like Bitcoin takes 10 minutes on a very average case. It might take more. So that's the thing. So you don't want to be like in that scenario when they have sent and after 2 days they have received. Then it's like they can wire the money too. That was like whole the banking system does.
Yeah.
So we want
Right.
to reduce that thing, like reduce the pain of the banking system. And the next thing is like the stability of the crypto. It's like how much stable it is. Like by stability I mean like the volatility. If it's too volatile, if it will be a like a factor that what I think from a company side to paying to like anyone volatility thing.
Yeah. Right. Right. Totally.
If it's a stable coin, then it's like good. Like you can do it on a stable coin too. We don't have to do on like any other crypto like XRP, Bitcoin, or ETH. We can do it on a stable coin too. Like stable
Yeah.
coin, they don't lose that volatility so much. It's like cents over the dollar. So if we have to like validate the concept, then it's good, and we can like always integrate like other things along the way.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
Yep.
So that's my
Idea.
general idea for the hackathon.
This one is like great. This is like a 3 weeks hackathon, so it will like last one was like a couple of days, so it was a lot of stressful. In this time, we can get a lot of like time and to make this stuff right.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the thing. Yeah, cool, man. Do you have a team yet, or have you reached out to people?
I'm starting to reach out to people on Discord.
Got it. Yeah. From the team's formation slides,
Yeah,
that
exactly.
that's the best thing. That's the best thing. Yeah. And
So you're not into this one, or what? What?
Uh, I'm into this one. I've applied. I a couple of people have reached out to me. We are working on a project, but it's like I have a different project. It's like I have my college exams, so I have said like I will work because it's a 3 weeks, so I can put X amount of time. But it's like there is a certain time span where like I will be totally MIA. So I have told, and so I don't want to like be involved with too many people at the same time. That's the thing. So because I have my
Yeah,
college exams in some of the time frame, so that's the thing.
yeah, got it.
So I'm saying to them like, if you like, this is what I can do. If you can like make this whole UI and stuff, I will do it as soon as possible, so you are free from me. So like I've done my work, now other person can do the work, so I will try to wrap things up from my end at the very fast ASAP for me, because I have my exams and I don't want like other people's to be like being held by me. That's the thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. And
Well,
that
do you have any interest in working on this one?
we are so what we are trying to make is like just think of Amazon, but like everything, the payment gateway is done on the crypto platform. So like you are buying through different you are buying through MetaMask, but we are using the scaling solution of like Matic and other stuff. Matic, and the other thing is we are trying to do is like I don't know if you know, like the Amazon back in 2017, they sold like Amazon and Facebook have an agreement where they sold our data to Facebook, and then Facebook targeted. So through this, we will reduce two things: like first, data privacy of shopping. I don't know how much it is valuable, but it's valuable. Like for shopping, I don't think so. Like no one cares. Like you want things to be recommended to you. That's
Mm.
one good of use of AI. But if Amazon is doing that to Facebook, then it's like brings like a lot of red flags to it. That's the thing. So and in blockchain, like everything is anonymous. So we are trying to do that and use the each to or use the scaling solution of like using like Matic, Polygon, and trying to gamify the buying system, or like uh, linking when you purchase for like X amount of things, you get like a NFT with any protocol, Zora or like Rarible protocol. So it's just like gamifying the thing. So it's like credit card system. If you spend this much, you get this much of coins or like rewards. So we are
Hmm.
working on this. Yeah, that's my project.
Nice, cool, man.
Yep, it's
Okay,
fun. Yeah.
what do you think about ETH two? You into ETH two as an investment?
I am like I don't first of all, like I'm a big supporter of proof of work. First of all, like I love that thing, like the whole concept, the whole protocol. I'm still reluctant to proof of stake thing, because now what you are making is like the person who has money initially will get more money. That's the thing.
Mm.
While proof of work is like everyone can do that, everyone is the same playing field. So I'm not a big supporter of each two, but is necessary to make the scaling solution. But like instead of E2, I'm big supporter of the Lightning Network on Bitcoin.
Okay.
So that's my stake on that. But I'm still not like I'm not into that deep. So like this is just like after reading from like I don't know 10 12 hours of stuff. That's all. I'm not like read into that because E2.0 was supposed to like released in 2017 and it has been delayed since then. So and it's like proposed in June this year. So let's see.
Yeah, got it.
Yep. Yep. So are you a big supporter of EAT 2.0?
I'm like I'm diving in. I'm like doing my best to support it,
You're
um,
educating yourself.
and educating myself. Yeah.
Got it. Got it. Cool. 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 And do you see any other projects rather than E 2.0? Like Lightning Network is one, but there are many more. Have you like deep dive into those, or just like E 2.0? You are starting on an early stage.
Yeah. I'm just starting. Like I haven't figured it out yet.
Got it. Got it. Hmm. Cool, man.
Do you know about alchemy, Sanjay?
I've heard that. I've heard that name. I don't know. Okay, if you say something more, I can relate more.
They apparently like power a good percentage of uh, developer applications for blockchain, but they're agnostic to the chain. So
Oh.
they do Ethereum, but also others.
So are there like a small community that do this, or they're like
It's a company that's
okay.
growing really fast, and so they're powering like um, Dapper, NBA
Yep,
Top
yep, yep,
Shot.
yep.
So like Dapper sits on top of Alchemy,
Oh,
and
okay.
there's several others.
What's the like the website alchemy.com or
Alchemy.io probably.
oh, yeah, in crypto like it's not .com, it's IO or it's dot network or stuff like that. And
AlchemyAPI.io actually.
alchemyapi.io. So they are oh, I see. So they are if I'm gonna relate, so they are kind of like a media company who makes content. So they are like the media company of blockchain that makes services, right? So they are a service provide company.
Service provider.
Got it. Got it.
If you look at that on CB on their website, they have that CB Insights.
Yep. Yep.
I
Yep.
thought this was cool. They have they have the blockchain 50 companies of 2020, and infrastructure and development. They have Alchemy, and then the exchanges have Coinbase, Gemini, Binance, all the ones we've been talking about. So they're kind of like Alchemy is powering a bunch of this stuff above it.
Yeah, like I can see the picture like 25 billion on-chain transaction value. These are the like Shape, Dapper, Aave. This one you are referring to, right? I'm on the
Mm-hmm.
website. Got it. Got it. Oh, that's cool. Hmm. I never heard about that. I will look into it, and if I have something, I will get back to you.
Yeah, please let me know because I'm gonna talk hopefully with the CEO on
Oh,
my podcast.
ooh.
He's a friend of mine. He's a great guy.
Ah, that's the thing. Like in this blockchain space, everyone knows everyone through someone.
Yeah.
Because everyone has like because it's a small like not a small like it's a very tight knit community. Like everyone knows like these are certain things that you might find someone here and there.
Yeah. It's like 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah,
that game.
yeah, exactly. It's like if you have to reach that person, then this is the group or this is the Discord server, and then this is this, and then you find that person. That's so cool.
Yeah, except
Hmm.
it's 3 degrees of pomp.
Yep, that what is. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. And hmm, cool. I will look into it. And yeah, do you have anything else on your mind? I have some like NFT things that I want to get some thoughts.
I'm looking at my notes. I think we covered everything I wanted to hit.
And
Yeah, I'm good.
just for information, India released something that they are not banning crypto. So
Ah,
they are trying to look into it. And as I said earlier, so they are like just manipulating the market. They will be like in integrating some finance of their own into the Bitcoin. So it was down when they said so. It was like 20% down. So that was like my speculation thing, and it's like it's coming true.
yeah. That's good news, right? That
That's
they're
good.
releasing it, that ban.
Yeah, but like then the prices are gonna go up, so I will not have the chance to buy the dip.
Yeah, I gotcha.
That's the thing. Like, I don't want prices to go so much high so that I don't want that it feels not that good to buy. So I want pieces to be in a reasonable range. That's the thing. I don't want Bitcoin to go like 100K tomorrow. I want Bitcoin to first go to like 40, 50, 55. I can buy and then it can go to 100K. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Don't you agree?
Yeah, I got you. I'm tracking.
Yep, yep. Cool, man. I have something about the NFT. So like last time I gave like a good explanation that I think is like every non crypto person can understand of the Paris example.
Hmm.
So I will say it once again. So like Paris, in like the Eiffel Tower in Paris, it has the serial number 001, and it has only value because of the storyline. And everywhere in the world, you make an Eiffel Tower, whether it's Pennsylvania, India, it will not have value. Just 001 serial number will have value because of the story that we had, and every NFT is that. But what is happening in like nowadays, everyone is coming through their own NFT platforms. Everyone has their like, I have seen like NFT platforms popping here and there. It's like just new, everything is coming up. So, and like the last time we talked and now we are talking, it's like the purchase, like the speculation is like now it's down, so the secondary market is down. People are not spending that much amount of money on NFTs. So why do you think like this has happened in the last 2 weeks, I think?
Hmm. Yeah, I think it's like there's different spikes. There's like the bull market of Bitcoin and crypto in general, and Coinbase, and so like NFTs was like this spike up on that bull market, and then that bull market's going to keep going, but NFTs are, it's kind of like people are like leveling out, and people are now realizing that Bitcoin and the underlying cryptos are actually like the better play for the long run. And so people are like investing in Bitcoin and stuff rather than the NFTs. The NFTs were just like a hype thing, and then people invest in Bitcoin
so
and stuff.
so market is correcting itself, right?
On NFTs specifically, I think so.
On NFT, but it does not underline like that technology is still gonna be like worth something, or it has some utilities. It's just like only like selling a JPEG was just like now it's gone. So like selling a JPEG, it's like I get it, but now it's not gonna be that much valuable, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So if the whole NFT hype have to come again, so there have to be something X factor, like not just the image. It's like something has to be there. I don't know what is to bring that prices go up, right?
yeah, yeah. I think so. To bring it up again, but the smart contracts and the ability to like say, okay, we'll sell this NFT, and if you buy this NFT, you get access to this event, and you get access to a dinner with this person. Like that technology will continue to be used, I think, indefinitely.
Got it, got it. So now it's gonna be evolving. Everyone have built their own idea. Now it's evolving, and whichever sticks to the best, it's gonna like be the next thing, right?
Yeah, right.
Got it, got it. Cool, cool, cool. This was the
What do
thing.
you, is that what you think also, or you
Uh
have a different?
I think so, but it's my perspective is the NFT hype is gone in the states, not all around the world. It
Mm,
was just in the states, and India does not have an NFT platform first of all, and there is an exchange that is making their own NFT platforms. So what could like if India have their own NFT platform, it's like it's local, it's in local language, local artist, then it will like rise up again. So that's my like uh the thing. It's like it's ending in states, but not like as an NFT whole. I cannot say that. So that's like my take on that.
Yeah. So you think basically the hype is gone in the States, but then it will still continue, people still use it. And then there might be a hype cycle in India, for example, and other countries.
I'm expecting to be there is an hype cycle in India, because how many of the Indians knows like what is NFT? First of all, how many have a MetaMask wallet other than like the traditional Coinbase or like whatever exchange wallet? Very less.
Mm-hmm.
We have just 8 million people that have a wallet, have a crypto wallet. That's the thing. That is like a fifth or like a sixth of the Coinbase users. That's the thing. And then out of those, how many knows NFT and how many have actually transacted? So that's like the thing. So what could happen? And India is a big country, and like they have the celebrities has a big following, like 50 million followers in Instagram. It's like a very common thing because we have
Mm-hmm.
so much of fucking population, 1.4 billion. So I think there's gonna be like a hype, like the prices are going to be inflated for sure in like for India specifically I'm talking about. And I think there's money to be made, and the just as like any in states too, celebrities come and go. In India that's going to be the thing. But the issue with that is Indian people don't show mercy. If it's like if a celebrities came into just for the money, it's going to be get roasted. Cancel culture is big. That's the
Mm-hmm.
thing. So I'm still like looking out for like that thing. And the hype is not going to be same as the state, because the people in India, first of all, like if a NFT marketplace is going to be there, Indian people have only 12 months of exposure, so they don't have that much of like returns on their crypto that they're willing to put that much amount of money in NFTs.
Right,
and
right.
and how many of like state is like we have to agree like state is far ahead in tech and everything understanding. So if a new products come in, it will take less time for a person living in state to understand. Like I like I have like I have made my parents make a crypto wallet, but they still don't know a thing. I just do thing for them. It's just the thing. So
Mm-hmm.
although we have 5 wallets in our family, but only one person knows the thing. So how many
Mm-hmm.
of you multiply with 8 million of those? So that's the thing.
Right, right. But do you think India will adopt crypto overall, and how fast, and
They
if
don't have a choice. It's not about like how they have to. It's not a choice anymore. It's like
yeah, it's inevitable, right?
it's an inevitable. And the another thing is like you can't ban crypto. Like this is like far like now I'm like above this. Anyone says like crypto is gonna be banned, it's like I don't give like I don't give a response to them. It's like they have not read through everything. Like it's inevitable to ban crypto. Like every country that has banned crypto, it's just like a bad marketing campaign for them, because now everyone is interested. Whether you talk about Zimbabwe, Venezuela, now everyone is want their money in Bitcoin. You read through,
Yeah,
it's just a big marketing ploy for Bitcoin at the end of the
yeah,
day. So
yeah,
it's
yeah,
like, and it will not make sense. Like as we told, as I like in the last conversation, it's like the global economy is changing, and whoever comes the first take the risk and wins that. So it's
yeah,
going to be just the same. And India is still like they made a progress. Last time we talked, it was like they're going to ban crypto. Now they have released like they're not going to ban crypto. So that's the thing. They have
yeah.
made their minds.
That's huge right there.
So
That's a sign that this thing is just going to keep spreading and keep
it's
working.
yep. Anything else? We should wrap it up. I think it's time.
No, that's good, man.
Cool. Give me a sec. I'm just looking over my notes if I have anything to ask.
Yeah,
I will keep it short.
sure.
Sure. Thanks for coming again. Like people don't know. Like I lost my recording. That's like I feel ashamed for that. It's like it happened to me, and like he was kind enough to come back again, and we can talk about that.
Yeah. All good, man. You're welcome. Happens, and it's my pleasure. It's been awesome to be on.
Yep. Thanks, man. Thanks again. And uh, uh, the, uh, the only thing that I want to ask is like this is like my like the bucket question that I ask everyone, because I want to get more thoughts on that. Is like uh, the interest, like I mentioned it the last time, like the interest that like exchange like BlockFi, Celsius, Nexo offering over stablecoin 9 or 10% interest. How much is it like? What is it like stable? It's like they are putting your crypto in someone hands, and it's like it's too risky. Like, do you think it's gonna sustain like 9% returns? There has to be some catch to it. There has to be some backstory to that. It's like it cannot be that like 9% gains. Like stock market gives 7% on an average year, and they are giving like 9% or a compound year. So that's the thing.
I think it's the bull market. I think they're just playing the bull market. So they're putting that into like back into crypto and the bull market itself. And I think those will come down, to your point. I think those will come down from 9-10% to 6-5%, maybe. It's just my hypothesis.
Got it. It's not sustainable, that I think. And it's like these companies, they lend your Bitcoin. I'm talking about Bitcoin. So they lend your Bitcoin to institutional investors. And
Mm.
what institutional investors do, you don't have. So then it comes to the counterparty risk. So what if they lose all of it through leverage trading, and now you want to cash out? So initially you don't have anything because you lend it to the company and the company lend to someone else, and that person
Yep.
loses. So you get into the counterparty risk, which is like a tricky person. And like Bitcoin is just an asset that over 9%, it will like 9% is like in crypto is like normal day. It's not like it's 9% is like a normal day for us. Like I was talking to my friend yesterday, and like I introduced him to like crypto, and like now he was talking to me like his parents are forcing him to make a Roth IRA or 401k, what we call in India. And he was like,
Yeah.
why should I put that much amount of money in that when I'm getting like 30% a week? Then it's like
Yeah.
7% a year. That does not make sense. And he's like trying to explain to his parents like, this does not make sense. I can get these returns in this crypto. It's like
Yeah.
we like for me too, like I don't want to put money in this like fixed deposit saving account, because like it does not make me money. Like I'm used to like 20%, 100% gains over a month. It's like my mindset is brained that way. So it does not make sense to me.
Yeah. And we're at a unique point in human history. We really are. Like, it's like never before have you been able to get these kind of returns. So your generation, my generation, even the generation below yours just has this unique opportunity to get these massive returns.
And over a short period of time, that's why it's like a feature, not a bug for me. Like volatility, it's just like if you believe in this stuff, you will get through this. There's going to be blood is in the stock market too, but it's like that's why you get those so much crazy returns.
Yeah. Yeah. And I got to give my like disclaimer, Sanchit. It's like,
Yep. Yeah,
I'm not an investment advisor, so
we are
anything I
just
said,
talking shit. We are just talking shit
anything I
here.
said is for informational and entertainment
And
purposes only.
yep, we have to like, we don't want counterparty risk here.
Yeah.
Yep, man. Thanks, man. Any closing where people can find your socials? We mentioned that.
Yeah. Twitter, it's Caulfield_Aaron. LinkedIn, my website is aaroncaulfield.com. Yeah, those are the main places.
And you are open to reach if anyone want to reach, like open guy. Like it's good to have chat, right? So no
Yeah,
one should be
totally.
like afraid to like reach out.
Yeah, reach out. We'll talk about this stuff or whatever.
Cool,
And
man.